So we're going to take the plane off before the flight attendants have actually shown you the safety procedure, because there are two houses, so people are being buying drinks. We urge you to remain in your seats unless there's turbulence, in which case you should unclip your belts and begin to boogie. Joe produced some of the key records that I listened to when I was 12, 13, my psychedelic bar mitzvah, and made me the creature I am now. So we'll just start off with a song that was written then, prefiguring now, and it's interesting to see how much the songwriter, Robyn Williamson of the Incredible String Band, didn't get quite right. I was a young man back in the 1960's. Yes, you made your own amusements then, going to the pictures. Well, the travel was hard, and I mean we still used the wheel. But you could sit down at your table and eat a real food meal. But hey, you young people, well, I just do not know, and I can't even understand you when you try to talk slow. There's a friend on this and I'll never say his name is Rocky, but his name was Bob Dylan. And I used to do gigs too before I made my first million. That was way, way back before World War III, when England went missing and we moved to Paraguay. But hey, you young people, well, I just do not know, and I can't even understand you when you try to talk slow. Well, I got a secret, don't give us that away. I got some real food tins for my 91st birthday, and your grandmother bought them way down in the new antique food store. And for beans and for bacon, I will open up my door. But hey, you young people, and I just do not know, but I can't even understand you when you're trying to talk slow. I was a young man back in the 1960's.
He got that millionaire part wrong.
You mean about only having a first million?
Yeah, when he made his first million.
Oh, Robyn did, or I did?
Robyn did. You said we'll see what he got right and what he got wrong. Yeah, no, he got that wrong.
So I was confusing
because his producer, of course, would have, made at least a couple of 100,000 if he made $1 million. The thing, I always had this dream of England, of Europe, when I was a kid in New Jersey, because all the great blues reissues and the complete Bessie Smiths and the complete Cannon's Jug Stompers and all those kinds of records were coming out of European labels. I mean, it was major labels were issuing them in Europe, and then they'd be sold at vast markups. I had a shop in New York on 47th Street called Injun Joe's Record Center. And so I had this dream I was going to go to Europe. And when I finished university, I somehow, stroke of luck or whatever, I talked myself into a job tour managing Muddy Waters and Sister Rosetta Tharpe and Gary Davis around England. And
which you can see on YouTube.
we did this show. We did an English TV show in a railway station outside of Manchester, and it's on YouTube, some of it, with Sister Rosetta and Muddy Waters walking down that lonesome railroad track that happened to be the local to Edgbaston or something. And
you don't know what station that was, do you?
I know it somewhere, but I can't bring it to mind just this second. Anyway, so I was all ready to leave. I was, my flight was in 4 days or something. And then I had to go sort out a few things from my, just pick up a few personal belongings in Cambridge, Massachusetts. I think I'll put on my glasses for this. I passed through Cambridge a few days before my departure. As I was standing by a telephone booth in Harvard Square with a handful of nickels, calling up friends to look for a sofa where I could spend the night, a girl I had always fancied, fancy being a concise British term that would not enter my vocabulary until I got to London, walked by. She told me that she had a new boyfriend-free apartment, and I was welcome to stay. Another English verb I would soon learn was the verb to pull. I thought I had just pulled Mary Vangi. She gave me a key and a kiss and put my bag in her bedroom as I set off to hear the legendary bluesmaster Skip James at a Boston coffee house while she got ready for her waitressing job. Later, she and a friend planned to crash a post-Joan Baez concert party. She'd be home about 1 o'clock. After an exhilarating evening of music, I strode eagerly up her front steps at the appointed hour, only to find the sofa made up in the front room, my bag beside it, and a note which read, "Dear Joe, sorry, change of plans. Will explain in morning. Sleep well. Love, Mary." So when I awoke, I was so exhausted I couldn't storm out in indignation. And I didn't have anywhere else to go, so anyway. When I awoke to the smells of coffee and bacon, I threw on my clothes and peered into the kitchen. Mary was standing by the stove in a dressing gown, looking extremely pleased with herself. The bathroom door was closed, and I could hear the shower running. She grinned at me conspiratorially. "Guess who's in the shower?" "Dylan!" What, in the spring of 1964, when his bobness was king of the folk world, could I say? I joined the happy one-night couple for a monosyllabic breakfast and hit the road.